Still got my daggum headlamp on, man. Woke up, slept by the lake last night. It was real windy. Today's fishing experience, y'all, is sponsored by our friends at Mercury. Mercury Motors, man, making those big, beautiful engines that scoot your boat across the lake. And my Pro XS back here, it's a scooter. We're gonna head out to an area that I fished on the last video in the evening where there's some good timber, and we're gonna try to get old hog jammer, throwing the meat and potatoes stuff, y'all. We're out of the idle zone. That means it's time to go. So if memory serves, I think there's like a roadbed that is in the back of this creek pocket. There's a bunch of timber in here. I mean, a bunch. Let's just start off with a jig. Start thumping some stumps. I got one bass so far. One bass that I've looked at. Right there between two stumps. Come on, get you some. About 10 casts in. Got a little deeper around 10 foot. I feel like, well, I got one bite, but he dropped it, so I am gonna pick up jerkbait. A couple other things rolling through here. I'm wondering if there's bait fish that are up high right now. I've seen some swirls up top, but if there's a bait fish coming up high, then I want to try to run a lure up in the water column through here. Got him. Got him. Wow, that fish picked it up really weird. Really weird. It's suspended there for a long time. Okay, I guess they want a little something high in the column right now. It's a little guy, but still. Sign of life, sign of a bite, sign of direction to go with your life. Dr. Seussisms out here on the bass scene. There we go. The Scout just getting her done in spawn time. See, buddy, nice little warm-up fish. I was trying to bring it over a limb and not get stuck. Just kind of just lifting the rod, and then it pulled back. Never mind the old pullback. Good times. So I know we're gonna have fish in this timber. I'm just wondering, you know, we had that full moon last night. Are they on beds, like really up shallow in here? That's what I need to figure out. We've got some shad right here that are coming up, and basically just fishing for the shad getters right now. There she is. There she is, like it's Mondo. Oh, but I'll take you. Oh man, jerkbait's just, it's a crusher. It really is a crusher. Speaking of crushers, this fish has got it 3 ways to Sunday. You know, when I first saw this color in the Scout, I was like, I don't know if I'll ever throw perch, but it is a really good color, honestly, here where I am. And probably anywhere in the south. It's got that green back and a pearl belly, little translucence right there, and some reflectance, but it's just like little perch lines, little fire tiger lines. But honestly, I've caught fish on it on so many lakes. It's one of my favorite colors in the Scout now. All right, I gotta do it. I gotta pick it up again, y'all. 3/8 ounce juicy jig, cowboy craw, and I got a bandito bug, side pinchers cut off. Split the tails. All I'm missing is a little chartreuse there. So this is a casting style jig. With a casting style jig, it's really versatile. It'll sit on the bottom. Your tails can stick up like that because it's got a flat spot on it right there. But it's also got a keel right here, so it'll come through cover as well. It'll bounce off cover. It's got a low profile line tie. Good weed guard, so you can fish it in heavy stuff like this, but also let it sit on the bottom in those root systems, and it's not gonna, you know, fall over nearly as much as like a straight up flipping jig. I was explaining the jig and literally just got a bite, and it felt tasty. A lot of fish in here, just a lot of fish in the timber in this lake, but my gosh, really dropping the baits a lot. Oh, dude. Could be a bedding fish out there. 3.5, 4 feet of water. Oh, jeez. Barely picked it up. Oh, you got destroyed by that hook set, dude. Apologize. Actually, I didn't rip him up too bad. Whew, that was nice. Fish is in 3 foot right there. It was just kind of right in front of me. My line was just moving. First jig bite, y'all. You know what that means? It's over. I'm done mentally. The power pole's down, and I'm just dragging this really slow. In between stumps as well, not just flipping them. A lot of times what I find in the spawn is the bass will get on those root systems that run out way far away from the tree, and if you can get 2 good looking trees, 2 good looking stumps, oh my gosh, one just blew up right there. If you can get 2 really good looking ones with good root systems, it's an excellent place to drag your bait through. But if you can get 3, call it the trifecta, that's oftentimes, you know, just like for sure you're gonna get a bite. Like if you have 3 good trees within 5 feet of each other in the spawn, the root systems down at the bottom are gonna intertwine and make a really good spot for a fish to have a good hard bottom nest and feel protected on all sides. Man, it's a pretty morning. There's one. God, dropped it. I swear. There's one. God, dropped it. In a trifecta too. In a trifecta. 3 trees. everything all over the place, different lures, different techniques. That's a nice one. And yeah, we got a different bait for you here. Oh, this is the bite I wanted to get on jig. God, it's so windy. So we caught one on trench hog on the Carolina. This one is on the trench hog via shaky head. Oh, there we go. That fish has seen some action. The old booger lip. There's a little section of stumps right here, about 200 yards from where I was fishing offshore. I was like, I'll go in there. I got tired of fighting the wind, and the wind noise sucks for you guys, I know. But we'll let this guy go. See my guy. Nice 3-pounder. I was like, yeah, you know, I'll drag this this little doodle around. I had a bandito bug on there. And I was like, you know, man, I don't like that color. I'll switch up. I ought to just go with the trench hog, because this combo right here I'm super confident in. Now I'll break out my jig and probably not catch a thing. This is what I wanted to do today, was throw the different jigs and then some jig alternatives. I like that shaky head. It's just the bite is a little off, and it's just hard with this wind. But I'm gonna quit pitching and catch one. There he is. She's got it. There's a jig bite, yes. What I like about this is I just say, come on in here, baby. I made sure that one had it. That was on 3/8 ounce cowboy craw. A little bit smaller, black spot on the tail, pretty sweet. Had to throw it up from the stump there and drag it by. That one wasn't directly in it. It was kind of sitting around it, so that's great. There he is. Was on the drop of that tree. Can't believe that fish let go. I can. That's where that fish wanted to be, is on that drop. Had a pretty good day at fishing right now. I've caught them suspended on jerkbaits. I've caught them on crankbaits. I've caught them on the bottom, a few bites with the jig. You know, through the jig alternatives with the shaky head. What else is tied on up there? The Carolina rig. Caught one on a lipless. Like, sometimes that's what you got to do. This was not my goal of today's video. My goal was to target fish that are moving up to spawn and post spawn, and hitting those little in and out areas that they like to go to around timber. I had this thing on my mind, and I know some of you have probably gone to bed thinking like, tomorrow I'm gonna go crush them on a fluke, or I know I'm gonna go throw a chatterbait or a crankbait, or you know, for me it's a jig. Like, that's what I think about. And had I not fished yesterday, I wouldn't have had that notion. I would have came in fresh and maybe would have figured something else out even. You know, I woke up thinking, I'm gonna crush them on a jig, and I'm gonna catch like 7-pounder. Just haven't gotten them yet, but I'm kind of being hard on myself. had so many fish pick up the jig and drop it, but I haven't had a fish pick this up yet and drop it. And that one, well, that one dropped it and picked it up again. I would highly recommend this little combo right here, and I'll leave a link if you guys want to get these. You can use my code LFG at googensquad.com. Get all of our stuff 10% off. Just, you know, an extra little, it's basically like taking the tax off of it, but just give you guys a discount. You can use that at any time you want to. And we do on Tackle Tuesdays, obviously Tuesday, we usually run some sort of deal on googensquad.com. So if you check in there, you'll find some pretty sweet deals as well on Tuesdays. But anyways, this is we don't make this. This is an owner jig, shaky head, but it's my favorite one that I use. I've used a bunch of them, and I would go with a 2-aught or maybe the 3-aught, the creature bait like this. And then if you're throwing like a thicker creature bait or going to like you know, Cinco style, or I throw our lunker log on here, and I use a 4-aught or a 5-aught, and that seems to work pretty good with a 5-inch. This might save the day right here on the timber bite. Got some timber behind me. I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna drag this. My first cast, nailed one. So let's keep going. Another good one. Yeah, I lost my worm. That's okay. I know a guy that makes them. I'll get all of it out. Get all of it out. Come here. There you go. Nicely done. As soon as I got down there on that wood, just twing. That one's a little lighter, but he's still over 3 pounds. Nice fish. That's unreal, y'all. Throw a jig all through here and then pick this up, bam. Well, y'all, we're gonna shut her down for the day. Fight the wind all day long, and it's time to go rest this body for another day tomorrow. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I may go to another lake. I may stay here if there's a bad cold front coming in. I need to check the weather. I didn't get on the bite that I really wanted to, catching just hog hammers on big jigs. This is what I wanted to throw right here. A and B, 3/4 ounce juice and a 3/8 ounce juice. A couple different trailers, one for hitting the deep wood. One's a little bit more aggressive. And I did get some bites on the 3/8, but you know, some dropped it, and there's others, I knew there were fish in the area and they weren't eating it. So I went around the lake. I kind of caught fish everywhere a little bit. It was like a moderate bite. I wouldn't say it was explosive by any means. And then I came back to the timber later in the day where I knew some fish should be more active. Didn't get the bites like I wanted to on the jig, but I did pick up the shaky head, a little 1/4 ounce shaky head with that trench hog, the junior trench hog on there. It's just a fantastic little alternative to pick up more bites. I used to fish jigs all the time. I still do. I love fishing jigs, but when I fished them on fork a lot, heavy timber areas that would get pressured, I started switching up to a shaky head, and I noticed I would just get a lot more bites. And you still catch big fish, especially if you throw a good creature bait, good, you know, bulky profile bait on there. And what I love about the trench hog is It has ribs on it, so it looks bigger than what it is, but it's thin. You get it's like fishing a finesse worm. You get a really good hook set with it. I almost never don't get a hook set with this little combo right here. That worm's really soft. It's thin and it just goes right through. And if you're gonna do a lot of finesse rigging like that, shaky heading and stuff, highly recommend doing braid to fluoro combo. I mean, there's really no other way to go. But I usually throw 15 or 20 with the braided main line, and then I'll go 12, maybe 10 sometimes if it's really clear. I went with 12 today just because I was trying to get bites, but 15 is usually what I go with if I'm fishing around timber. That is going to wrap it up for today, y'all. No loggerheads showed their faces, unfortunately, but we did catch some pretty solid fish. So, good day. If you want to stay tuned for more, you know what to do. Subscribe right here to the channel. You got to smash the like button. It's one action that shows you care. I would appreciate it. You can also just drop any sort of comment you feel like, whatever kind of mood you're in right now. Hopefully it's good. Just drop a little something juicy in there in the comment section, and maybe we'll get some more views. We got to get to 1 million this year, y'all. It has to happen. If it doesn't, I'm gonna quit. I'll just have to sign off forever. So just go ahead and do it. And I love y'all for being here on every single one of these videos. I absolutely love what I get to do, and I embrace each and every day, man. It's awesome. So I will go make another one for you guys right after this tomorrow. We're going to stay tuned.